football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Powell with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So LSU's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. LSU right back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Finds his man. It's Washington. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And to have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
To the air, it's Clark. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Going to swing it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Benedict. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
The running back has it. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the air, it's Clark. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continued to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. LSU quick to the line. Off the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Got a man. It's Washington. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Scanning the field, it's Clark. It's complete. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Hard running there. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They go to the draw.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Now on first down from the 28. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
Under fire. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Ruiz. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last round.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to pass. It's Clark. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Tigers want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go.
There he goes. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense got him at the 27.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Can't get him to the ground. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking to throw, it's Clark. Pocket breaking down. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The holder will put it down on the right hash. A 33-yard try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough for the first. He now has 53 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll try the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. LSU right back to the line. They'll run play action. He's got an open man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The give out of the gun. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also
into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Gets rid of it. Got his man. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. LSU quick to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Clark. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And you're going to need more of this in the 2nd half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the 1st half to cut this to a 1-possession game. You need more of that physicality in the 2nd half.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right on target this time. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Nice move there. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's 1 step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man on the right. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The RPO, it's complete. And into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch, but to finish it with a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Clark. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They're going back to the ground. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
How about the coverage by the defense? It's almost like they knew they were running a curl route, sitting on the route, doing a good job of seeing the quarterback, breaking on the football. This defense is dialed in to no matter what you throw at them.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On target over the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Rush is on him. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown LSU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He leaves it with his back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Might be calling a hot route. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires on the move. Finds space on the right. There he goes. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the catch. It's Lanier. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They're going to ride this running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Off play action. On the run, still looking. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 28 over Boston College. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot.
Snags it at the 30 and still running. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll do it himself. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Quarterback keeps it.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
That's caught. It's Brown. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try the run. Past the first down marker and still running. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Hands it off. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Finds the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Offense working from the pistol. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going to let it go. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive.
Oh, he's got some space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Tigers in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Clark. He's got it. Knocked down to the tackle. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Mooney. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Gives it on the option. Slithers into space. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's fourth and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
In that loss last week, he just never got comfortable. Threw 3 picks, but much better today.
Much better taking care of the football. Listen, being the leader, he made the one mistake, but did a good job moving on from it, leading this offense, and ultimately getting the dub today.
Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. First and goal coming up.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's in there for a touchdown. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives.
Looking downfield, it's Clark. Pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Trying the left side. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement against the Bulldogs.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Back to throw, it's Clark. Dumps it to the back. Hits the open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Just plowing ahead. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Big fullback's got it. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Back to throw, it's Clark. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to...
Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He wants to throw it again. He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought.
Breaks into the open. Until he's in the red zone, they'll mark it up to 14.
And how about that on third down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. Third down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.